Let us take one problem on this. Now try to interpret that whatever we had seen previously in this way. So this black color portion of the elements are what the linear circuit. Now try to observe that what does this linear circuit consist? It consists of voltage source and resistors. Now you imagine that these are the two terminals A and B where I would like to find the current flowing through this load. Current flowing through this load for this moment. After some time I may connect a new load over here. Then so in order to find this load current, then I need to repeat all the things calculations in this linear circuit also if I won't implement the Thevenin's theorem. But if I'll implement Thevenin's theorem, I no need to repeat any calculation for this dotted box. Only this load changing can be taken effect by this one equivalent circuit in a simple way if we know the Thevenin's theorem concept. Now what we do is that, so in this linear circuit, I want to replace this entire linear circuit by one voltage source and one resistor. So how can we do that? So let us proceed then. So first let us take this circuit by removing the load. I don't want the load as of now. So what I will do is that just I will remove the load. Load got removed. Now in this process, so I will try to determine the VTH as case 1. This is the case 1. Case 1 is finding the Thevenin's voltage. So in finding the Thevenin's voltage, what we need to do is that if there are any loads connected at required terminals, remove that load. If any load, if any load connected connected at AB terminals, remove it or disconnect it. Remove the load. As a result, what we get? We will get open circuit. So this is what the open circuit. Now what we need to do? We need to measure the voltage from A to B. So that is what the VTH. Now designate this as VTH. So which is equal to VAB. Now I need to find the voltage between A and B. How can I find? Think of with your previous knowledge what you had seen various methods. Just let me make this one more important point here, that let me take the same circuit in this way. So try to observe that I need the voltage between A and B. So what you do is that whenever you have this kind of thing, A and B means you start at A and reach to the terminal B. In that process, whatever voltages you come across, you add up all the voltages. Let us say this voltage is some V1, this voltage is some V2. Now from A to B, if I will trace the path as like this, I am starting at A, moving towards the B through this path. In this journey, what are the voltages which are coming across us is, so one is V1, so let me take minus V1, whatever polarity you come across, you take that polarity, minus V1 plus V2. This is what VAB, which is equal to VTH, Now think of how can I find V1 and V2? How can I find V1 and V2? Now try to observe. Let me take this diagram once again in the next step. So just think of how much is the current passing through this 5 ohms. How much is the current passing through this 5 ohms? We seen previously open circuit, short circuit concept. In open circuit, current is 0. In case of OC. If current is 0, this current is 0, how much is the voltage across this resistor? Current into resistance, that is what the voltage. So can I say this voltage is 0 volts? Clear? So now then if this branch is not taking any current and if it is not taking any voltage and current both are 0. So for the time being just we can make our circuit little simple in this way as like this see here. So just let me make. Now can I remove this portion? Just imagine that no current is passing through this person. So now if some current is flowing through this 2 ohms, that same current, let me say this is some I1, that same current is passing through this 10 ohms also, which is I1, as because this person current is 0, this current is 0 amperes. Why? It got open. That means try to observe 2 ohms and 10 ohms are having same amount of the current. So if even though this element is connected over here, it is equivalent to say that even if it is disconnected, there is no change in our circuit performance. That means now try to observe these two are connected in series. Now can we find the voltage V2 by using voltage division rule? V2 is equal to total applied voltage across these two branches into whichever branch voltage unit that person resistance divided by total two branches resistance 2 plus 10. So how much is this value? How much is this voltage? Check it. So this is 200 divided by 12. So 50 by 3 is what?
16.63.
Okay, let me keep as 15 by 3 as it is. So 50 by 3 is V2. Now try to observe from here, whatever I did analysis is only to get what is V1, what is V2. That's all. So here itself I can say V1 is equal to 0 as because it is a open circuit in which current flowing through 5 ohms is 0, thereby voltage is 0. In the next step I try to make this branch, I am trying to understand what does this branch incorporating in my circuit. It is just like no function of this 5 ohms. Then you can think this 2 and 10 are in series, thereby you can use voltage division rule, you can find this V2. If you feel that voltage division rule I am not much familiar, you can go with some mesh analysis, you can go with some any analysis. Okay, so now find the V2. So after getting V1 and V2, go back and see. So what I need in this step is Thevenin's voltage. How much is the Thevenin's voltage? Is the voltage at AB terminals. How much is that? Is minus V1 plus V2. How much V1 I got is 0. So 0 plus V2 is 50 by 3, which is equal to 50 by 3. So whenever we see this kind of 5 ohms branches, next time onwards I won't make these many diagrams and just I will say directly VAB is V2. Then how to get V2 is directly I will write here itself VAB is equal to, so 20 into, so that is what the total voltage into that particular branch resistance whichever voltage I need divided by 10 plus 2. In this way I will say. In single step with this one diagram, I will not explain all these things. Okay, you should understand these entire information. Right. Now we got the VTH. Next step is finding the RTH. How we find the RTH? Now again take the same diagram by removing the load. Or let me take from the original circuit. This is what the linear circuit. So I don't want the load. I want to remove the load. For these two cases we would like to remove the load. Thereby it creates the open circuit. So next is RTH calculation. This may be some people you can call as case 2. In case 1 we are finding Thevenin's voltage, in case 2 we are finding Thevenin's resistance. Okay. So now let us see that we removed the load. one work is done. That work is common for every step, like case 1 and case 2. After removing the load, what we need to do? We need to find the resistance between AB terminals. We know already how to find the resistance. So, but for finding this resistance, you need to do some changes. Once you do that changes, that resistance we call as a Thevenin's resistance. So, what change we need to do in the circuit is that we need to remove all active elements. So, we know how to make the source to be 0. If there is any voltage source, what we need to do? You replace that with a short circuit. If there is any current source, we replace it with a open circuit. So, let me write here. So, all voltage sources are replaced with the short circuit to make it 0. All current sources are tend to open to make it 0 while finding the resistance. Now it is a simple. Now it is a simply circuit that where we need to find the elements whether it is in series or parallel, and we need to replace those two by one resistor, like that procedure is repeated. Now can you tell me, so having understood finding the equivalent resistance, how much is the RTH? Can I say 2 inverse plus 10 inverse whole inverse plus 5? Is this clear for everyone? How much is this value? Means 2 and 10 are in parallel. That entire combination is in series with 5. So that what I am doing here.
6.6, sir. 20 by 3.
20 by 3. This value is
Yes,
20
sir.
by 3 ohms. So now once we get RTH and VTH, what we do is that we said initially that this entire circuit need to be replaced by one voltage source in series with one resistance. So that is what our aim. So let me put that entire thing over here finally. So I got one voltage source. So how much is that? And I got one resistor. So this is what the RTH and this is what the VTH. And now, so where this terminal means where this circuit is connected is between AB terminals. So previously somewhere some dotted line box was there. Now let me put that same dotted box. Previously those many elements are there. How many elements? Just let me show you once again. 20 volts source, 2 ohm, 5 ohm, 10 ohm. These all combination I am trying to replace with one voltage source which is VTH in series with RTH. So let us come back to our initial position that one load was there initially, right? This load was there. Now let me connect back this load. Let me connect that load over here. So now once we connect this load over here, now we can think of what will be the current through this load. Now I connected our load. So this portion we call as Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Now, after getting Thevenin's equivalent circuit, what are we doing is that we are connecting back our load. We are connecting back our load, and now let us find how much is the current IL, load current, if RL is known. So IL is equal to VTH divided by RTH plus RL. You can write even KVL also if somebody is interested. Just let me remove this portion. So you can write KVL as minus VTH plus IL into RTH plus IL into RL is equal to 0. KVL equation. Ultimately, it leads to the same expression. Minus VTH plus IL into RTH plus IL into RL is equal to 0. If you find IL here, you will get VTH by RTH plus RL. And we know every value. How much is VTH? VTH is 50 by 3. 50 by 3 volts. What about RTH? 20 by 3 ohms. Now find these things. So 50 by 3 by 20 by 3 plus how much is the RL? 12. This is what the load current by using Thevenin's theorem.
25 by 28, sir.
25 by 28 amperes, right?
Yes, sir.
So in this way we can find the required current by using Thevenin's theorem. Now if I will change the load to some other value, I no need to repeat this entire procedure. I already know behind my wall outlet what is the equivalent circuit. Now what I am changing is this load resistance going to be changed. The load resistance is going to be changed, then I can use this simple calculation one step to find your required load current. So this is the major advantage of the Thevenin's theorem, and which is having lot of applications. You will see in everywhere the Thevenin's importance. Okay. Let us take one more problem. So find the IL by using Thevenin's theorem. So this is what the IL load current, and here is the circuit. Now first what we do is that our main, once you see the Thevenin's theorem, you should decide which portion of the network you need to replace with VTH in series with RTH. That you encircle with some box in this way. Now this entire box inside the network, inside this box network, need to be replaced with one voltage source in series with resistance. After that this load will be connected as it is. Then once we replace this entire network with this kind of thing, we can find easily our required load current as VTH by RTH plus RL. Now let us proceed in finding what is VTH and what is RTH as case 1. So how to find the VTH, and just recap the definition of the VTH, for which just refer back again. What is VTH definition? It is the open circuit voltage at the load terminals. Means what I need to do, I need to remove the load first. Thereby open circuit is created. See, now I removed the load. So what you could see here is that open circuit. So A and B terminals are the open circuit terminals. Now at this open circuit terminals, I need the voltage between A and B, VAB, which is equal to VTH, which is equal to open circuit voltage. Now use any method which you know to find this voltage. How can we find the open circuit voltage here? See that you no need to worry this dotted line box, that is only for general awareness. Now start at A, reach towards B through some elements and try to find the voltage between A to B in this journey. Whatever voltages you come across, you try to add up. Only one element is there. So at A side positive, B side negative, in this way I need the voltage. Which voltage I need is A side positive, B side negative. That voltage I need. Now, so how much is that voltage is? Let me call that voltage as some V1, or let me think of how can I get this 10 ohms voltage. How can I get 10 ohms voltage? The 10 ohms voltage itself is Thevenin's voltage. For which, now think of, as I know resistance, so if I will get the current, can I get the voltage? If so, how much is the current through this resistor? Then try to observe that as because this got opened, how much current will be passing in this direction here at the B terminal? 0 amperes. Then what will be the current flowing through this 10 ohms in upward direction? It is very clear and straight away that series connected branches are having same current. If you want, let me put here that this is 10 ohm resistor, and on the other side one branch is connected whose nature is current. How much is that current? 2 amperes. Now try to observe, as because this 10 ohms is in series with this person, the 10 ohms person current is also equal to this person current. How much is that? 2 amperes. But what is this current direction? Upward direction. Upward direction. When current is flowing in upward direction, how much is the voltage across this resistor? Wherever current enters, that side will become positive, other side will become negative. That will be the voltage across that resistor. Now tell me how much is that voltage? 2 into 10, 20 volts. Now with that kind of separate analysis, this as separate analysis. Now can you interpret that same thing over here and can you tell me how much is VAB? So upper side negative, lower side positive, 20 volts is the voltage across 10 ohms. But what is VAB? Check it. What is AB polarity? A is at positive, B is at negative. But actual voltage is A side negative, B side positive. That means I will get negative 20 volts. This is what the Thevenin's voltage VTH. Here many people will do mistake that you need to take care. Clear? So with respect to current and its direction, we need to calculate the voltage first. Then think of what is the Thevenin's voltage between AB terminals. Okay, that is one thing. And let me move so to the case 2. Case 2. What is the case 2? Finding the RTH. Finding the RTH. How can I find the RTH? What is our definition? So look back our definition. So you should get thorough awareness on these definitions. What is RTH? What is VTH? So what is RTH? It is the equivalent resistance seen from open circuit load terminals. So I need the equivalent resistance between AB terminals. But that equivalent resistance, when we made some condition, that becomes the Thevenin's resistance. What is that condition? We need to replace all sources by zero values. That means voltage sources are replaced by, tell me, how can I make this to be zero? By shorting.
Short circuit.
How can I make current source to be zero? By opening. Now try to observe. So this has become so like some different thing that 0 in parallel with 5 ohms and that entire thing is 0. That 0 is in series with 2 is a 2, but two terminal is one terminal is hanging in the air. See here, as because of the open circuit of the current source, this is not connected to our B terminal. That means this entire thing will become redundant branch. Which one? So this entire thing. Let me put this portion over here. This sorry. This entire portion is redundant branch, useless. This is what the redundant branch. What is mean by redundant branch? Means only one terminal is connected to us. One terminal is hanging in the air. Such branches we call as redundant branch. So use of that branch is nil. There is no use of that branch. So now think of what is the RTH, which is the resistance between AB terminals, is directly straight away 10 ohms, which is equal to RTH. Clear? If you want more precisely, you can just apply Thevenin like equivalent circuit principle. 0 in parallel with 5 is 0, and that 0 in series with 2 is 2, and that 2 is in series with infinite, means open circuit resistance is infinite, right? So 2 plus infinite is infinite. So that means this entire 2 in series with the open circuit is equivalent to open circuit. So if you want, you can make in the next step in this way. in this way, that as like this. So what do we get is that this entire thing will become simply the open circuit part as like this. Open circuit means nothing will be there. See, nothing will be there here. This is what the open circuit, this side. Then how much is the resistance between A, B? 10 ohms. Now after getting this, so now we proceed in replacing the given circuit by one voltage source in series with the one resistance. So RTH is 10 ohms and VTH is, how much is the VTH?
Minus 20, sir.
Minus 20. Whatever voltage you will get, you try to be consistent in following that voltage. So I am taking negative as it is. This is what A, this is what B. Now at AB terminal, what was there? There is a load. Let us bring back our load which we asked to disconnect initially. Now let us connect our load back to these terminals. Then so once this load is connected, then think of how much is the current through this person. Tell me how much is the current. Now it is easy, right? In comparison to previous circuit, now this became a simple circuit. How much is the load current now? This portion we call as a Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Now, so IL is equal to minus 20 divided by 10 plus 15. How much
Minus
is
4,
this? Minus
sir. 4 by 5.
4 by 5.
Yes.
Okay. So 4 by 5 amperes. So in this way we can find the required current by using Thevenin's theorem.